Hi everyone, Harrison here from Oz Powerbanks, here with the Nitecore NES500. Now it's a total of 518 watts. That equates to about 140,000 milliamps. It's called the NES500 because it's got a 500 watt max output out of the AC with 1,000 watt surge protection. It's got a ton of features, but before I get into that, I might just show you what you get in the pack, and then we can sort of dive straight into the ins and outs of this power bank. So you get your wall charger included. Now that's a 72 watt wall charger, and you also get sort of a cigarette lighter. Now it's going to take you about 10.5 hours to fully charge this unit from those sort of DC outputs. You can, however, charge this through solar, and I believe sort of that's the way Nitecore are wanting you to charge it, because you can also get as an accessory the 100 watt panel from them as well. Now that's going to charge this in about 5.5 hours. So really good energy usage from the solar panel into this power bank. And yeah, I think that's the way they sort of want you to charge it, by able to sort of plug in a 100 watt panel, converting that into actual energy. I've been using this unit for sort of the past couple of weeks, just sort of around the home, just doing general tasks. I'm actually about to go on sort of a trip. I'm going to take this with me, and I think it's just going to do the job perfectly. But I'll get into that in a bit after I run through some specs and then sort of who I think this power bank is going to be sort of ideal for, I suppose. So like I said before, 500 watt total AC output of that pure Sine inverter. Does have 1,000 watt surge protection. A couple other outputs, obviously you've got your cigarette lighter port here. Now that is going to be able to do 12 volt at 10 amps, so 120 watts max. So a lot of output coming out of that. I use that to sort of power my fridge and a couple other devices that run off that. Also, alternatively, if you're after a few more sort of USB-C or USB outputs, it's a great little plug to know that you can sort of double your USB or USB-C outputs as well through that output. Now you've got 3 fast charge, 5 volt, 2.4 amp USB ports, just regular USBs, phones, tablets, sort of anything charges off a normal USB. And you've got a PD 60 watt USB-C output at the top there. So really heaps of sort of power options with this unit. Pretty much everything you need in a tidy little package. To turn all those on though, really simple. Just hold down the power button. It's reading 99%. And my runtime lasting is 999 hours. So yeah, essentially run forever. Now you've got your output watts and your input watts. Now if you just click that power button again, it changes it to charge time remaining. So if you've got it plugged in to a solar panel or something like that, you can see how long you are going to take to discharge the unit. Alternatively, you can see how long it's going to take to fully charge the unit with whatever current way you're recharging it via. Now, once that's on, it's a simple one click to click on any of these 3 outputs. So they're all individual. You can turn on your AC without turning on any of the USB ports, and sort of vice versa. So yeah, you literally can turn on just one thing, leave it on, and know that sort of nothing else is going to be on. Your inverter's not going to be on and drawing unwanted power. Overall, like, construction of this thing is phenomenal. All ABS grade sort of plastic, fireproof. It's got a carbon steel handle here encased in the same plastic, so really sturdy handle. You know that that's not just a plastic handle, that is just got a nice, real strong, sturdy metal on the inside and just covered in a nice plastic. They've also got some nice rubber bottoms here too. I've just got this bat in the back of my car, just on some plywood, and it just doesn't slide around at all. You're going to know that even if you put it on sort of a sensitive surface, it's not going to scratch it. So yeah, it's absolutely really built quite nicely and quite robust for sort of everyday use. Got sort of 2 fans here, so you can see like an input fan on each side. Now that's to cool down the whole unit, because obviously batteries aren't able to sort of cool themselves down. There's no real sort of heat sinks or anything in here, so the fan will kick on if the whole unit is getting too hot. Nitecore have actually developed a really cool battery management system. Now that scans each cell inside here 100 times a second, just to give you the best possible sort of outputs and charge times and inputs so that you know you can power your devices, recharge this thing as quickly or as efficiently as possible as well. So yeah, there's a lot of tech inside this little thing that may not see from sort of the outside. As for a couple other key aspects of this, now this is coming in at 5.65 kilos. So it's not a light power bank, but light enough to sort of carry around. If you didn't have to sort of carry it too far away from, so you were camping somewhere or you pulled up somewhere and you just wanted to pull it out of the back into the house, yeah, moving this thing around on sort of a daily basis isn't going to be that much of a drama. But saying that, yeah, you be aware of the weight, so I wouldn't be carrying this on hike. But yeah, short periods of time carrying this around, going to be no problem at all. Comes with your AC charger and your car charger, but yeah, I think solar panels is where this this device really excels. It's able to accept that solar power and yeah, really able to ramp up and charge quite quickly with that. A couple other accessories you can get. So you can get a 10-meter extension cable for your solar panels or anything you're sort of running. It will plug directly into that DC input. So yeah, you can put your sort of solar panel 10 meters away and be able to run it straight back to this device. Also, you can get a parallel charger as well. So it's a 5-meter extension cable with parallel inputs, so you can run 200 watt sort of panels of this. So this has got a max input of 160 watts. So if you had 200 watt panels, it's just going to cap it out at 160, be able to take in all that power necessary. So yeah, if you were sort of that way inclined, that'd be sort of the way you go. Another product that you can sort of get as well is a SPM 10. Now this is a solar power meter. Now this thing is actually really, really cool. So it comes out little gadget like this. So when it's sort of plugged into this, it'll light up and it'll show you exactly what's coming into this device and also going out. You have a USB-C output and a USB-A output as well on here. So the USB-C is going to cap out sort of like that 15 watts. Your USB-A is around the same. So quick charge USB, fast charge USB-C for sort of phones and things like that. But alternatively, a really good feature if you sort of have other solar panels that you might want to run as well. It's got that smaller Anderson connection here that you can input to, so it can take two inputs at once. So say you did have the 100 watt FSP 100 watt panel, but then you might have had a 50 watt panel or a 30 watt panel lying about. You can plug it in through that. Both of them are going to go into this unit and able to sort of cycle that power best as possible and put it straight back into your NES500. This unit I find is just great. It's not too big to take in and out of the van. I can use it around home. I've charged sort of heaps of batteries off this, from sort of my cordless drill set to sort of torches, laptops, phones, tablets, all those household devices, yeah, are going to be absolutely perfect for this unit. I mean, haven't really drained it down that much. I've been able to keep my fridge on overnight. I just have this plugged into car charger. So whenever I turn my car on, driving to work or I'm away, I know the thing is charging up. When I turn the car off, it just switches it off, which is ideal for me. I didn't want to sort of install a permanent unit into the van or sort of have something like that that I couldn't take out and put somewhere else and use it somewhere else, away from the car or away from sort of where I want to be, away from power, I suppose. Didn't want to run extension cables, extension leads for things that I'm sort of not super power hungry. I mean, all my cordless device, things like that, they don't take a lot of power to recharge. So I don't really want to run meters and meters of extension cable. So this thing is just fits the bill for that perfectly. Alternatively, if you're sort of going camping or wanting to get away, you want to run a fridge, you want to charge all your devices, but you do want to get off the grid a little bit, this one's going to be for you. I mean, if you had to walk sort of 100, 200 meters, carry all your stuff in, and you wanted a big lot of power, this thing's going to be perfect. You just don't have to have it inside your car, or yeah, it's not fixed to one place, and I think that's why I really like it. And I can just sort of plug things in, have them sitting there, charging away. So many outputs, so many sort of scenarios where I can just see myself using this thing for sort of years to come. But yeah, really sort of simple, but there's a lot of tech and smarts on the inside. So it's just got multiple stages of protection. Overcurrent protection, short circuit protection, over discharge protection, overcharge protection, over voltage protection, and thermal protection. So you are going to be absolutely covered. I will drop a link below to this unit. You can also see the whole Nitecore range. There's a lot of other Nitecore units in there, so definitely worth a look if you wanted to ramp it up with your power usage or anything like that. But if you're like me and you sort of want a very portable unit that pretty much just covers all the basics, this is a great place to start, the NES500. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and give us a shout out if you sort of want to know anything more about it that I didn't cover in this video. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. Please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out, and I'll catch you on the next one.